Greetings, eye enthusiasts, or as I like to call, eye enthusiasts. If you don't know who I am, my name is Nadia, and I am obsessed with taking care of the skin around your eyes and creating awareness and hopefully a loving community of people who are just as enthusiastic about taking care of the skin around their eyes as I am. So if you like what you see, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and to the notification bell so that you can receive new videos every single week. When was the last time you really looked at the skin around your eyes? If you take a really close look at the skin under your eyes, you'll probably notice that it's slightly darker than the rest of your face. This condition is called dark circles or periorbital hyperpigmentation. It unfortunately is most prominent in women of color like myself, or for some of us, we're just given this gift from our ancestors. In the animal kingdom, pandas have dark circles around their eyes so that they can more easily recognize each other. Raccoons have dark fur around their eyes to help reduce the glare from the sun by absorbing light that would otherwise be reflected in the eye. But for humans, yeah, not so much. For humans, dark circles are really just a nuisance and happen to be one of the most visible, prevalent skin issues for people around the globe. Throughout culture, societal perceptions are kind of similar. Dark circles can contribute to a tired, aged, and in some cases, even a sad appearance. On average, in the United States, a woman will spend $15,000 in her lifetime on cosmeceuticals and makeup, a large percentage of which is spent on under-eye concealers. There are a lot of really amazing tricks and tips on how we can conceal the circles under our eyes, but in today's video, I'm really focused on understanding why do they happen in the first place. I spent a couple of months doing some research, reading a bunch of articles, all of which are mentioned in the post notes below. And from that research, I learned or kind of boiled down the reasons or the causes for under eye circles into 13 major categories. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, reason number 1, thin skin around your eyes. We know from our first video about Skin 101 Basics, hint, hint, watch my first video, that the skin around your eyes is the thinnest of all of the skin across your entire body. As a result, it's very transparent to the underlying blood vessels. Now, the other thing that we know is that over time, the volume of the epidermis, dermis, and subcutaneous layers of our skin decreases, which only increases the transparency to those underlying blood vessels. So we start off with dark circles, and then over time, they just get worse. The second reason why we get dark circles is due to poor microcirculation. Dark circles begin through leakage of red blood cells or hemoglobins from small capillaries around the eye area due to increased permeability of small capillaries and red blood cells as we age. When hemoglobins are released, they burst into the epidermis and dermis layers. In that process, hemoglobin is broken into its main components, the heme group and iron. As the heme group is degraded, it gets broken down into biliverdin, which has a dark green violet pigment, and bilirubin, and iron, which gives this kind of orange, red, brownish tint. The consequence of which is an accumulation of iron and poorly soluble, or basically insoluble pigments that result in kind of a dark blue-ish looking area around your eyes. Now, what's important to note is a lot of people think that you don't need special products for the skin around your eyes, but through my research, I've identified a lot of very legitimate ingredient manufacturers who target this exact process. So the ingredients that they manufacture aim to kind of drain out that iron and those poorly insoluble pigments from the eye area so that your eyes are literally left looking more brightened. The third reason we get dark circles is due to melanin accumulation. Melanin is the primary pigment that creates our skin color. This pigmentation varies across cultures around the world, but has mostly evolved to help regulate the levels of UV that come from the sun. So for example, cultures that are closer to the equator have darker skin tones because they have the highest exposure to UV of all of the cultures around the world. Now, if a condition creates an overproduction of melanin, i.e., overexposure to the sun, i.e., I decided to go out because I wanted to get a really sick tan, but decided that sunscreen is not cool, so I didn't put it on my face, that can also lead to dark circles around your eyes. Reason number 4 is genetics. So, not much we can really do here, but genetics actually does play a pretty big part in whether or not you have dark circles, specifically in individuals that come from Mediterranean descent. They tend to have darker skin, therefore more melanin, therefore a greater chance of having darker circles under their eyes. In addition to that, some people are just born with kind of deeper tear troughs or thinner skin, and that just worsens as we age. The 5th reason that we get dark circles under our eyes is sleep, or rather lack thereof. Not getting enough sleep is really, really, really bad for the skin around your eyes. Sleep deprivation can cause your skin to look really pale, which only increases the transparency of blood vessels underneath. Further, sleep deprivation causes the blood vessels underneath your skin to dilate, which creates a dark tint and also leads to puffiness around your eye. Reason number 6, sleep position. So not only is it really, really important that you get enough sleep, but it's also important how you sleep. If you don't sleep in an elevated position, or if you sleep on your stomach, it can also increase the appearance of dark circles because it can cause blood to pool underneath your eyes. Reason number 7, free radicals. Free radicals, oh boy, these things are really, really, really bad. A free radical is defined as a molecular substance that is capable of independent existence. A free radical is considered unstable, which means it doesn't have the full complement of electrons in its outer shell. It also means that it reacts really, really quickly to any substances that it comes across. Now, antioxidants exist to basically destroy free radicals because they are so bad. They can wreak so much havoc to your skin. When an oxygen molecule breaks down into single atoms with unpaired electrons, they become free radicals that seek to attach themselves to other atoms and molecules nearby. If this process continues, it can kick off another process called oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is really bad for you because it can lead to an overproduction of melanin, or it can actually break down collagen and elastin in your skin, both of which can contribute to an increased appearance of dark circles underneath your eyes. Reason number 8, dehydration. Water. It is so important. If you are not drinking enough water, you must start doing that. No matter what you put on your face, what you consume, if you're not having enough water. The 9th reason that we get dark circles is due to anemia. Now, anemia is something that I can personally speak to because I have had bouts of anemia since I can remember. Especially when you have kids, and especially in women. Like, having iron deficiency is kind of a known thing. So it's something to be really, really careful of, and something that I personally have to kind of pay attention to make sure that I'm maintaining the right levels of iron in my blood. Now, why? Why is that so important? Well, iron deficiency can lead to a decreased distribution of oxygen to your entire body, which often leads to pale or sallow skin. We've already learned in discussion of kind of other reasons why you get dark circles that if you have pale skin, it kind of increases the transparency to underlying blood vessels under your eye, which gives that look of kind of dark circles underneath the eye area. Reason number 10 is allergies. Ugh, they're the absolute worst. The worst. Histamine is produced by your cells when the body is undergoing an allergic reaction. Now, if your immune system detects something harmful, histamine is what's responsible for increasing blood flow to the targeted area to address the area of concern, but that also causes your blood vessels to dilate. So, for example, if you have allergies and you have sinus congestion, that can also increase the blood flow to the small capillaries around your eyes, which can lead to the appearance of darker circles underneath your eyes. Now, the other thing that happens with allergies is it makes your eyes itch like crazy sometimes. And even though I know it is so satisfying to scratch that itch, I implore you, don't do it. That friction that's seemingly innocuous can actually be really, really bad because it can cause blood vessels to break, which can lead to swelling, discoloration, inflammation. Reason number 11 is smoking. Smoking is just bad. It's bad. I mean, there's nothing good about smoking. Smoking pollutes your cells. It prevents oxygenation of cells. It dilates, and in some cases, it can damage and even kill red blood cells, all of which can contribute to dark circles and, more importantly, wrinkles around your eyes. So if you're a smoker, I know how hard it is to let go of smoking, but do it for your skin. Your skin will be so happy and you will look years younger, I promise you. Reason number 12 is also probably something for many of you that you won't be able to control. Reason number 12 is medications. We take medications for a lot of different reasons. Hypertension, for example, comes to mind. Well, in those cases, at least some of them, the medication, while it may work, it can also have some adverse symptoms like causing blood vessels to dilate, which we know dilation only increases the visibility of that particular vessel underneath the skin, which then results in dark circles underneath your eyes. So just be aware of it. You may or may not be able to change your medication, but again, it's just something to be aware of. Okay, reason number 13. Finally made it. We are here. The 13th reason why you get dark circles under your eyes is your diet. Dark circles can be attributed to not enough vitamin K, not enough vitamin C, too much alcohol, too much caffeine, too much salt, and not enough water. Vitamin K, for example, it helps with blood clotting. And so when you have leakage from your tiny capillaries, if you don't have enough vitamin K, it can lead to blood kind of pooling underneath your eyes, which leads to this almost bruise-like dark discoloration under your eyes. Vitamin C helps strengthen the walls of your blood vessels to help prevent leakage of blood cells in the first place. Overconsumption of alcohol and caffeine can lead to dehydration, and salt, while it's not directly responsible for causing dark circles under your eyes, it can increase fluid retention in the body, which can increase puffiness around your eyes, which only further exacerbates the look of dark circles under your eyes. Okay, guys, well, that is a wrap. That's everything you need to know, at least majority of it, as it relates to why do we get dark circles under your eyes. Hopefully you found this video useful. I'll continue to kind of unpack all the reasons why we have all the issues that we do around the eyes, and then start talking more about, well, how do we fix it? So if you liked what you saw today, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and the notification alert so that you can receive new videos every single week. I'm Nadia, the eye enthusiast, and I bid you all farewell.